Alrighty, so today's going to be some special cases. Sometimes they're going to hate me for this, maybe, I don't know. Sometimes, though, there are no answers, no numbers that make an equation true. And sometimes every single number, no matter what you pick, works too. So we're going to call this identity and no solution. Identity means all real numbers work, no matter what I put in. So if I said something like 2x plus 2 equals something like 2 times x plus 1. No matter what number I put in this one, this is going to work, and you'll see how that plays out. No matter what I pick, it's going to work. Okay, so we're starting out with one. This is an identity. Notice I brought the steps along. This is going to be called an identity. You'll see why in just a second. But it starts out the same. Let's say you don't know that. I draw that line, right? And I start out with distributed property, right? On the right side, I've got distribution, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to bring down the 10x plus 12. On the right side, I'm going to have 2 times 5x is 10x. 2 times 6 is 12. Now, it's the same thing on both sides. Let's say you didn't recognize that, though. Let's say you kept going, well, I didn't notice that. So let's say I want to go, let's subtract the 12 and subtract the 12, right? Both sides. So I get 10x equals 10x, right? Because the 12s went away completely. Now, let's say you still didn't realize that's the same thing. Well, maybe you don't. Divide off the 10, divide off the 10. So I get x equals x. Well, no matter what I put in there when x equals x, I'm going to get the answer is going to be correct. No matter what I put in. I could put in negative 75. I could put in 923. I could put in 275,000,000.4289, and it's still going to work. Anytime you get an answer that always makes sense, it's called an identity. Let's say you instead got 10 equals 10, right? Or 4 equals 4. Numbers like that, and no matter what I put in there, of course 10 equals 10, of course 4 equals 4, of course x equals x. It's always going to be true. It's called an identity. Some people say infinitely many solutions, and it shows that down here, infinitely many solutions. I'll take either answer. All right, so go ahead and continue for another example from me. Now, just as we have infinitely many solutions, sometimes we have no numbers. Nothing I can pick will work. And this will be one of those. I'm just going to tell you at the outset, this is going to be one of those. So I'm going to draw my line, right? And I'm going to start out. I've got some like terms to combine over here, so I'm going to do that. So over here I have 9m minus 4. On the right side, let's see, negative 3m plus 12m that's 9m plus 5. Okay, and I want to move the variables to the left side. So I'm going to subtract that 9m from here, subtract it from here. So, I lost all the 9m's. So I've got negative 4 equals 5. Okay, now you got to ask yourself, does the number 4, or negative 4, equal the number 5? No, never, ever, ever does the number negative 4 ever equal the number 5. No matter what I put in this, I don't care what the number is, it will never work out. It will never be true. So we say no solution when we get something like this. None. It doesn't work. Okay, ask questions if you need to. Howdy, pause. It's your turn. Head into class kick. I've got a couple for you. Come back here and check them. Alrighty, I'm going to draw that lovely line first. Then I'm going to move straight on to distributed property. 3 times 4b is 12b. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. And we'll bring down negative 6 plus 12b. Now, you might recognize right here that they're the same thing, but let's say you didn't. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to add the 6 to both sides. Add the 6 to both sides. So I get 12b equals 12b. Oh, guess what? Those are the same thing. Even if you didn't recognize it, you divide off the 12, right? b equals b. Infinitely many solutions. No matter what number I pick, it will always work. Great thing about these, you don't have to show the check, because you couldn't check every number. You have a hint right now, this one's going to be no solutions, but I'm going to work it anyway to show you here. Draw that line. Distributed property fun. I'm going to bring down the 2x plus 7, by the way, over here. Equals, and on this side I get negative 3 plus 2x. Negative times negative is positive. I'm going to go ahead and subtract off my 2x to move it to the left side. And I get, on the left, here we go. I wrote too much. There we go. On the left side I get 7. Left side I get 7. Equals, so again the 2x are gone here and here. 7 equals negative 3. Can't happen, So this is another one of those no solutions because the number 7 does not ever equal the number -3. You feel like, oh, I did something wrong, but you didn't.